And we're back. Okay guys, so welcome back. I just decided to jump in the car to do a quick update on this video because it's absolutely freezing outside. Negative temperatures, it's the coldest it's been here so far. So just a quick update. Yep, the Type R is back. It hasn't been here for a very long time, and that's because there was quite a lot of things that was wrong with it. So at the end of the last year, I said that, you know what, we're gonna put this car on the dyno, hopefully see if we can get it to 400 horsepower. And unfortunately, since then, there's a couple of things that have gone wrong with it, which is why I haven't had it. I haven't been driving it. I've had someone else in the family that's been daily driving it, just to kind of keep it going. And it's clocked up quite a bit of miles, so we're on 180,000 kilometers now, with a lot of work that's been, or that is due. So I'm going to run you quick through some of the things that are going to be done in the next coming weeks. Some bigger parts as well to go onto the car, and then hopefully, yes, it's a project car, so it's never complete, but hopefully soon we can then throw it on the dyno and check that we got close to that 400 horsepower number. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is a service on this car. I've got the oil filters, I got the air filter already, so we're going to be sorting that out with a quick service. I may do spark plugs, I just need to double check if they are due, but I might as well do that while I am there. I've got RBF brake fluid as well, so I'll be bleeding the brakes and making sure the brakes are good in terms of pads and rotors. I'm going to be doing a coolant flush as well, so basically all the fluids in the car are going to be perfect again. The next big thing that I need to do is the clutch. The clutch has been going for a while now, which is also one of the big reasons why I didn't put the car on the dyno, and why I haven't been tuning the car, because previously when my clutch was going, I was a bit of an idiot and I landed up actually breaking the clutch plate. So that's also one of the reasons why I haven't been driving the car and pushing the car, is that the clutch needs replacement. So I've got the clutch kit, on the way. I've got the fluid for that as well. We're going to do Motul, I think it's LS fluid. And once the clutch is out, I'm also going to check if I need to replace the flywheel or not, because I've skimmed it. I'm not sure if I can still do that, or whether I need to replace that. So clutch replacement's also going to be happening quite soon. The next big thing, all 4 shocks on my car are completely shot. They've been shot now for a very long time. I haven't been driving the car, or I didn't plan to, so I didn't replace them, but I'm going to be replacing them now. So I'm waiting for a quote on BC Racing coilovers as well as ISC coilovers. I'm not sure what else is available in South Africa, so I'll have a look at that. So clutch, coilovers, major service. Then the biggest problem that I had with this car at the end of last year was I had a huge boost leak. It was actually one of the clamps by the turbo to downpipe, and not only was it a boost leak, it was an exhaust leak. So what started happening was, every time I went into boost, I would have massive amounts of exhaust fumes coming into the car, petrol smells that actually burnt your eyes. So it made the car, basically undrivable above 3000 RPM. So that was the big thing that I need to sort out first, or that I needed to sort out first. I'll check if I've got some clips, I'll throw them in here of the problem. And at the time of making this video, I already took the car to an exhaust shop. They landed up sorting out the leak for me with new clamps. They also had the exhaust lifted while I was there, because the rear of the exhaust was actually hitting on the subframe. And also to lift it as high as possible, because I want to put coilovers and drop the car a little bit. So this is the clamp here. If you guys have a look, that's the turbo here, and you'll see it fits between the turbo and the downpipe. Now you'll see it split open, which is why I had to put that to try and close it in a washer, so that when I tighten this, it didn't split open. So we're going to pull this V-band out and hopefully get a new one. Okay, so the clamp is off. So if you can see here, there's a space between the turbo and the downpipe, and that's where this V-band clamp comes on. Now if you have a look at this V-band clamp, which I just pulled off now, you can see this is actually covered in like a black soot, which I'm assuming is all the fuel or the exhaust gases which are leaking through there. And then on the actual fitting, you'll see it's actually been split open, so that's probably where it's escaping from as well, coming into the engine bay and then through the cabin. And if you have a look down there, I don't know if you can see, but there's black soot everywhere. So we're gonna get another one of these. Hopefully it will solve the problem. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. By law we have to wear this when we're outside, so here we are. So I didn't come right with the first clamp, so I'm here at the exhaust shop. Cars in there, they are checking that same V-band clamp that I showed you earlier, having that replaced, put a gasket if they need to. I've just had them check all the other clamps, make sure there's no leaks, there's nothing else loose. Unfortunately we can't raise the exhaust because the exhaust is pretty much as high as it will go, so we're gonna have to, when we do the coilovers, see how low we can get them without actually damaging the exhaust. So hopefully we get this sorted out, and I'll let you know when we start driving the car. So we're crawling under the car now, but if you look, there isn't much space. So exhaust sorted out, boost leak hopefully sorted out. This weekend we'll be doing the major service on the fluids, start the process of the clutch, which is about a week job, because I also want to see if I can get coilovers landed in the same time to have those fitted. If not, we'd obviously do that the week after. So clutch and coilovers, and then the last thing I'm going to do is throw on some Pilot Sport 4s because my tires are also finished, and then finally finish this car off with the detail and then throw it on the dyno. So look, plans don't work out, it's part of Project Car, but at least the ball's rolling again. We've got the first thing done, which is the boost leak and the exhaust, and we're going to get on to the rest of the things as we go along. So hopefully this is the start again. There's been a couple of updates on the Merc as well, but I'll do that in a separate video. Thanks for all the support. I see you guys' comments. I'm not going to be driving and making videos. I don't have a camera or a mount, anything like that. It's just kind of me on the phone trying to give you guys an update and show you what I'm going through. So thanks for the support. I hope you like the video. Cheers.